Joey Sly is going to have the honor of getting us started. And we're off from Tampa. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Straight to the air is Richardson. Right off the rip, he's throwing deep. He's got it inside the 25. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 6-0 lead right away. That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Bucs get lined up and they will kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. To the air now on 1st and 10. He lobs it up, left sideline, looking for a jump play. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. He's dropping back to throw. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept in breaking up those passes.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
On the carry, here's Dameon Pierce. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down. They'll go right back to Pierce. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Chris Braswell there for the tackle. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He's got this complete to Dameon Pierce. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And the deficit stays at 7.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here we go, 19 Lions.
Second and 10. Again, it's Richardson. Escapes the pocket. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
Connection made with his running back down the middle. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers pull out in front further, 13-zip. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They go play action on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Taking a deep shot here. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive. That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He'll throw it yet again. Rolling left, buying some time. And this one doesn't go far.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. He's going to throw this one. Cut near the goal line. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Pierce can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards. This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints make it a one-score game. Joey Sly on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. The give for the first time to Rachaad White. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They're looking at 2nd and 3. Running back sent in motion. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. A good defensive play breaks that one up. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. No return on that punt. And the Saints will get set to take over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That one's complete over the middle. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 8. Gets this one to Pierce. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, looks like the 30.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm, and I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it. You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They kick the running back in motion. Here's the snap on 4th. He's got it to his running back. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Got his target. It's Otten. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
From the red zone now. This one's taken in by Otten. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Pierce is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Here's Slide to try the point after. Oh, and it's no good. Just his second missed extra point of this season. And they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Drive starts with a carry by White. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. The Saints calling for a timeout, their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. That's caught at the 25. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
On first down, it's Richardson. And oh, he got it! Interception!
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, so this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
We'll have him gain about a handful there as he's out shyer that time on the tackle. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. He'll look to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Oh, he put everything he had into that. Oh, trying for a long way, but it's intercepted. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got first down from the 31. Running left, it's Pierce. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You call that first down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. And it's the Saints who have first and 10.
Ready up. Let's go. Go.
Looking to the air here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again following the sack. To the outside and complete to Olave. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. From the 44-yard line now, first and 10.
19, Charger. Come on. Set. 70
Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
I feel so bad, I really do, and I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they take him down right along the 30. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it's going to be second down. They'll throw it again. Completed over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Now the offense is going to take its third and final timeout. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's first and 10.
Let's go now. Let's stay 19.
Working inside the red zone. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. And the Buccaneers make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
Only 10 seconds remaining here, so first and 10 may be our last snap of the half. Looking to throw. He put everything he had into this one. They connect on the deep shot.
I can guarantee you that's going to be Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The Bucks get lined up, and they will kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
Pierce up the middle. A lot of grass ahead. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. He's on the move. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completes this one to Otten. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was merely room to add even more.
He's got the ball on the sideline. Ooh, difficult play, small gain, but it counts. 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Getting out to his left.
All right, we'll call that one a drop. He escapes, quarterback does. He avoids taking the sack. He's also denied a gain of any kind.
Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5. They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They'll pass on 3rd and goal. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that brings up 4th and goal. Now the field goal unit runs on for its 2nd try tonight. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Up and good from Joseph. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Here in the 3rd quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his 1st attempt of the game. This time, well, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. To throw, Richardson. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Set. 18, Pioneer. Ready, ready.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Comeback team. Comeback team. Hunt.
Third and long, it's Richardson. Launches one deep downfield. That's complete inside the 35. And in, touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers push their lead further to start the half. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers lead by 15 now. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. He fields it from the 8. Good looking return here, and he's got room. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Ready. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They'll come out throwing. He's got it deep downfield. And they're going to be down close to the 35 as he goes out. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
Let's go now.
Throwing now from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Finds the in route complete. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. He'll throw it yet again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Gotta figure out this third down here. Back now, pressure on its way. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Up and good from Joseph. And doing what they can against the lead as it's back down to 12.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
First and 10 now from the 30. the shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. Complete over the middle. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. Third and just 2 to go. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Coke with the catch. He touched him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Saints have it now on his 8th pick of the year. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said, some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
They go play action on first. Catch made over the middle. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. He'll throw it. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Here we go. Second and very long. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they're going to bring him down. The Buccaneers add another DB. Third down coming up.
Buffalo 18, 19 tight, 19 tight, 19 right. Go.
Looking for a throw here. On the move, headed right. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
From the gun, here's Pierce. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Going to the ground again on first. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Throwing from the gun here. Dumped off to his running back. A nice gain of 8 there, and it brings him to 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Play action on 1st down. And he brings it in for a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints now within 1 score in the 4th. Here's Sly to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw, here's Richardson. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
70 range, 7, tight. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
Richardson on 3rd. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Handoff running right, Pierce. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Into the hands of Olave. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 now. Got his target. It's Otten. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Football on that 47-yard line. 1st down. They'll throw it. Hits his running back. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From just shy of midfield on second down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Saints are going to have a first down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Saints trailing by 5. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Setting up to pass. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers make the play that should win them this game.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. It's White on the give. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. That's brought in by White. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
1st and 10, it's a give to White. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. We have a timeout here, 2nd one taken by New Orleans. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Running on 2nd with White. And he's brought down for a loss. The Saints call their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them. There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
The Buccaneers out and into punt formation. It'll be Tress Way doing the honors. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Their punter making his way out now. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. And that punt reaches 50 yards. And the Saints are going to have some work to do as they take over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. It's intercepted. That will do it. No one around. He's got space. And the Buccaneers make one final massive play, and that finishes the win. So it's a win for the Buccaneers. And it's going to be remembered quite a bit for the defensive effort right there at the end to steal away the last bits of hope from the opposing sideline with that interception, Brock, and officially